Hello again, you are welcome to this class. Last class we talked about the freehand tool. So today we're going to have a look at the style palette. So what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to demonstrate more practically. So we'll do this by creating a quick character. So I am going to first and foremost let's hide this character. I think I also want to let's cut this so to this other layer. So I'm going to paste it. Alright, so I can hide these two together. So the style palette is this option. It has a lot of features, so I think the best thing for me to do is to demonstrate. I'm going to import an image first and foremost because I want to draw a new character. This image is going to be more like my reference for what I want to draw, so I'm going to scale it up, maybe something like this. So this is my character. I'll open up the settings and I am going to reduce the opacity, maybe something a bit light so I could see through it. So now I'm going to draw. You create a new vector layer, which is what I want to do, and just quickly sketch out the new character. I would give the character maybe black color for the head. Let's just give him black color for now. So I don't want any stroke, so let's draw. I'm going to draw this, make some adjustments. Alright, I'm going to also draw this part of the body, so maybe I would use this shape for the character. Okay, alright, so I have two ways I can draw this character. I could just draw it through basic shapes, which is probably what I would do. I could also just draw it using the freehand tool like I already told you before now. So many options available. Let's combine two of them, right? So maybe I'm going to have some of them drawn with basic shapes, and then some parts are also going to be drawn with points. So let's do this, and let's use the curvature tool. Let me first select this, or let me add new points. So let's add, maybe let's add a point here and a point here, and then I would also recommend you have points for the ankles, maybe like the knee region. So have like maybe 2 points for that, and then I'm going to select this point, and then because I want the legs to curve a bit, have this curve, so let's do that. Alright, okay, I'll probably also have to scale it a bit. Let's see, just a bit, maybe like so, maybe like so. Let's adjust the curvature of this part as well. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So we have this part done. I'm going to duplicate this shape and use it for the other part of the body. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, move it here. Next up, the hand, same thing, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I'll probably scale this down a bit, so maybe like this. Let us move this. So let's assume this is the hand. So we have this Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and then for the other hand, let's make sure we flip it, and then we have this. So that's our character very quickly. I'm going to call this so now we have this character. Let's talk about style palette, how we can create some styles for the character. So the style palette consists of fields and stroke, like we already are aware. So to change the color, I could select the shape, maybe the head, and then adjust the settings from here. So to change the color, you know how to do that. You select and then you click this. Quite simple. Another thing you could also do is you could use the swatches here. Swatches are essentially just images that you can use to reference and get a color from the image and apply that color to your character. So let's say I want the head to be maybe like this color. I just left click and then it changes the color. So to left click is to change the fill color, and then to right click is to change the stroke color. So I could right click here and then the stroke color changes. Okay, you could also come here and actually have your own swatch. I could actually import an image. Maybe I have a character drawn somewhere else. I could use that as a reference for my swatches, so I could come here and change the color, you know. So it depends on what you're actually going for. That's how you can import your swatch. You could do it a bit more permanently. So every time you open up your software, you will find the image here. Okay, so you could do that by opening the custom content folder, and then in that folder, okay, you would have the swatches. Here we are. You could drop the image here, and this would be in your Moho software. So like we have this image here. Okay, so if I open up my Moho software, I would check for that image. So we'll go to swatches, and then you see the image here. Okay, I could color pick from this image and use that for my character. Alright, so it's very like useful. So next up we have the effects. Effects can give you some nice effects, as it says. So I could have like, maybe I want a shaded section. I could change the shadow color, maybe like this. You see the effect. I could adjust the angle, I could adjust the offset. It's just for you to find out what works for your character. Okay, so you'd have a lot of settings. We also have some of these like soft edge, halo. These are all different effects that have very nice use case in our character design. So let's say I also want like maybe a gradient, for example. I could give this character the same effect. Maybe I want the character to have maybe like from this color to, or let's try more purple color to, see, you click these icons and then you double tap and then you open up, you have the option to change the color. And you can also see we have this icon here. This can adjust the gradient of our style. So let's say once I press OK, I can now adjust this, and even rotate it. So very useful tool. So I'm going to demonstrate with my character. You're gonna have your own character and your own design, but for me, I think I'm going to have soft edge. Most of this effect, I recommend you actually render it out to see how it really looks like, but for now I'll go with this. Then the next option here, we have advanced. Advanced is very useful because in advanced you see that we could even have more effects. I could have 2 effects and have different kinds of styles for my line. So we're going to talk about that later on, but let's see. So I'm going to add another effect. I'm going to give maybe, let's try the gradient, or maybe should we try halo? Let's try the halo effect. So really, you see, we could do a lot of things. We can combine effects, or maybe we could do shaded, and then we could change the color to something like this, maybe more yellow. Yeah, a lot of things that could be done, so it's up to you. Let's try one more. You also have, we have image texture, so this could import an image, and I want you to play around with some of these options. They give you different effects and see what you come up with. Maybe I'll just do this gradient, and then maybe I'll change it to radial because I want the colors to be a bit more circular, as I would show you now. So I'm going to use maybe yellow. Let's begin from yellow all the way to like red kind of color. So you see radial, linear, reflected, and then angle. Each have different effects, but I think I prefer radial for now, and I would adjust the like so. So we have that. So that's my character. So I recommend you render. So I'm going to render it out. That's the way it actually looks like. Okay. So same thing. Maybe for this part of the character, I want like a gradient effect. So maybe from here we would have like a bit yellowish color. Maybe like this. Maybe a bit more red, and then I'm going to adjust the gradient to be more like this. Alright, I could keep fine-tuning my character to give me something interesting. Okay, take that back, like the shape, bring it back. I'm going to adjust this character. Let's make him large enough and put him behind the background. We're going to talk about many other features, but for now I want you to go back and create your own character. Fine-tune the character, give it color, adjust certain parts of the character. You could even have extra parts. Maybe you have a new layer where you're going to draw like the facial features, right? I can disable the advanced for now, and maybe I just want to have like an eye for the character, so I'll draw like maybe an eye here, and then I'll just duplicate that, copy and paste, and then maybe these are the eyes for the character, right? So I could say, okay, maybe I want it to be a bit longer, and I just drag it like this. Really depends on what you want. So this is my example. You can name the layers correctly. Eyes. Alright, and of course group them together, and then I group selection. Come up with your own character, make some fine tunes. I'll probably do the same. In the next class we are going to talk about color points, so I'll see you then.